All right guys, what we're going to talk about is how to draw a self-portrait. What I'm using here is called the Loomis method. You can actually look it up and see videos and things about it, but you start off with the circle. Notice how my lines are very sketchy. Not sketchy like you can't trust them, but sketchy like very light and loose. And then you draw a line right down through the circle, almost like you're making a lollipop. And then you're gonna bring a U shape down. Now this U shape is gonna be unique to your chin line, but it might be curvier, but you're gonna have your mask on. I'm gonna also draw a line halfway through this vertical line. This is where my eyes are gonna be. I can actually find out if I'm looking straight on, which this portrait is going to be straight on, I can put a line halfway between the middle of the head and the side of the head, and a line halfway between the middle of the head and the side of the head. That's where the middle of my eyes are going to be. Now I'm going to stop there because there's a whole lot more about where the nose is, where the mouth is, but I'm not worried about that. All right, next I am looking at the mirror at myself. I've got my mask on because this is the masked portrait, and I'm going to start off with the shape of that mask. So I see the mask comes kind of close to where my eyes are, and comes down, and comes down again. Now you can be precise here if you want and get all the folds of your mask, or you can just kind of do a general job there. All right, so great thing about this, I don't have to worry about the nose, I don't have to worry about the mouth or anything because I've got the mask, but I do have to worry about those eyes. So I am looking at the mirror, I'm looking at my eyes, and I could go into a whole lot of detail about how big the eye needs to be, but really you need to eyeball it, no pun intended. Or it could be pun absolutely intended. So I'm gonna look at the shape of my eyes. Here's the cool thing is that you know your eyes and your face better than anybody else. In fact, when you draw a general face, it is your face that you're usually drawing. Now I said that I'm not going to be too big on the measurement of the eyes, but I can tell you that one eye length is how far apart the eyes are. You could actually fit an eye in between those two eyes, but that's just a little extra there. Now the hairline is something else because the eyes are in the middle of the head, not way up here. The head goes way above where the eyes are. So I am going to start my hairline. Mine's a little bit higher than some people might be. And here's something you need to know just all the time. There are no floating heads around. You need to make sure that there is a neck and shoulder connected to a head. Unless you're doing a really gory scene of the French Revolution, there are no floating heads around. That's a little history joke for you there. All right. So that is the general idea of making a portrait.